Thank you, Startup Exchange, for having us. I will jump right into it. Um, I am an alum from the Sloan School of Management, MBA 23, and I lead SOS Carbon. I will be focusing on one of our technologies, the most cost-effective technology for invasive seaweed management and marine debris management. But I will briefly also showcase other areas that we have been developing and already work. So many of you probably already heard about seaweed invasions, not only in the Caribbean, but globally, affecting coastline, marine ecosystem, tourism-dependent economies, and even human health. So at MIT, at the Mechanical Engineering Department, we developed a innovative but very simple hardware that allow us to retrofit local infrastructure, local boats, to harvest the seaweed in the ocean before it makes landfall. This device is already patented, and we have deployed it in several countries, not only showcasing, again, the high capacity that we have to prevent the seaweed from making landfall, but also in terms of employing the local communities. And basically how this works is that we, again, harvest the seaweed in the ocean, and then we have developed a series of processes that accommodate to the local conditions, based if it is a tourism location, or if it is like a power plant, or again, depending on the customer profile. For this equipment, we have been able to deploy it, as I highlighted, in 4 countries: Dominican Republic, Antigua and Barbuda, Mexico, and Puerto Rico, with operational permits in all of them, and has enabled us, more importantly as well, to develop a supply chain from the seaweed, as we also now work in transitioning other industries away from petroleum-based, from chemical-based products into being seaweed-based. We have already developed a vertically integrated operation from the seaweed management to seaweed sales. We have already shipped to more than 10 countries. We also have been developing and commercializing several products. Our first entry point has been in agriculture through a seaweed-based biostimulant called Marine Symbiotic. And we are now also working on carbon credits. Quickly, to wrap the idea or the concept around the carbon credits, carbon offsets. Basically, when the seaweed makes landfall, it rots and releases back the carbon and methane that it once captured. So taking it through our vertically integrated operation, we can also account for those carbon offsets. Basically, what we're looking for, not only partnerships around groups of interest in the tourism industry, power plants, affected stakeholders from the invasive seaweed, but also industry leaders on agriculture and biorefinery, looking to transition again away from polluting based materials into seaweed-based materials. So with that said, again, looking forward to connect. Thank you again, Startup Exchange, and here are my contact information as we move away from petroleum-based into sustainable materials from invasive seaweed mitigation. Thank you.
Andrés, thank you so much, and great to see all the progress, and excited about the news that everyone has to offer. So can you tell us a little more about your competitive advantage, or how do you differentiate from anyone else out in the market?
Sure. So as I already shared, we're working on technically 4 business segments. Quickly on the seaweed management, our equipment, is at least 10 times a fraction of the cost of other competitive technology, like conveyor-based machines that are very complex and costly to deploy in ocean-based environment. And on our end as well, we have been able to develop through our system to integrate the local communities and offer formal jobs. to date, we have been able to integrate and empower in different levels more than 120 fishers. With that said, on the agricultural side, for example, our seaweed-based biostimulant, we are already at a commercial level, employing it or applying it in over 15 crop types, from rice to avocado to tomatoes. And we have seen increase in yield up to 60% in several crops. And we have also been working on reducing synthetic fertilizer, putting all that together, also improving soil health. So again, a couple benefits across our different business segments.
Yeah, that is great to hear. And how are you working nowadays with a corporate, for example, or a government agency? What's the business model?
Thank you. So again, kind of highlighting or partitioning it over the different business segments very quickly. On the seaweed management side, we provide a service or a licensing to affect the stakeholders. This could be the tourism sector, hotels, also like power plants. We have been also partnering with government agencies across the Caribbean, and now looking for Europe as well, where seaweed has been affecting the coastlines of various countries. On the agricultural side, we have been working with the different farmers at an industrial level, incorporating our product as we then form alliances with agro distributors. That's also the partnerships mainly that we're looking forward in the US and Europe as we scale up the commercialization of our products.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.